is Spadget Sims, and today I'm going to continue with part 2 of my ranking every pack in the Sims 4 video. So anyone who's watched the first part knows that I talked way too much to fit everything into one video, so I covered all of the stuff packs and the kits, you know, all of that stuff in part 1, and then part 2 we're kicking off here with Spa Day. So it recently had the refresh. I did a review of that. I'll probably link that in the description as well in case you're interested in seeing that, where I go through all of the new features and sort of compare them to what was already there. Look at these nails. You can have your nails done, you can look crazy and eat some cucumber wearing a velour tracksuit, you can have face masks on. In addition to all the things you could do before, so you can have your feet massaged and stuff, but you can also have a pedicure now. There are massage tables and everything, you can do yoga and be in a sauna. Like, there's actually loads to it, and I just think it's really great. I really appreciate the stuff that they've added in the refresh. Actually, I'm going to put it in love because I use, oh, you know what? I really love the tiles. I use the tiles in my bathroom, nearly every single bathroom that I do that's like modern enough to handle them. Yeah, I really like the tiles a lot. I love them. Yeah, I do love them. I use things from Spa Day in every single build, I think. I do love it. So, yeah, next up, Dine Out. So, as you can see from this picture, some of the food things are really cool looking, and yeah, there's some cool stuff, and you can have a restaurant, blah blah blah. However, if you go out to a restaurant, it will take 5-6 hours. Like, your sim will keep getting up and leaving the table. I mean, it desperately needs a refresh. It's a nice concept, and I enjoyed going out for dinner and having restaurants and things in The Sims 2. But yeah, this pack kind of doesn't work, and there's not much else to it. There are some cool outfits, like, annoyingly, my sim self wears 2 of those outfits. But even in the build stuff, like, there's a lot of items here, but all of them are just kind of mainly suited to commercial lots, so I don't use them in houses and stuff that often. I have used that light before, but yeah, there's kind of not much. Like, and until I let you use these on my sim self, I wasn't even bothered about the outfits or anything either. Like, I mean, like, why would a waitress wear that with all the badges on? Like, I don't know if there's places where there are waitresses that do wear that, but she looks more like a children's entertainer. Just, the whole thing just seems a bit off. So, I'm gonna say meh for that, because I can't live without it, technically, because my sim self needs the outfit. But, yes, it's not great. Next up, the outdoor retreat. So I think this was the first game pack that I got, and people bought it at work for me for my birthday. So we used to have a birthday club, and everyone chips in, and then you get given something cool, and this is what I got. And I can't remember what else was out at the time. Not much. And I found that it's a little bit lackluster. It doesn't do a huge amount of things. But possibly because I was comparing it to whatever the one was called in Sims 2, where you could do log rolling and things, and yeah, I really enjoyed going there on holiday, and I don't enjoy going here on holiday as much. But it's all right. It's all right. I just think it's not very exciting. But I do go there relatively often for kind of a stress-free kind of holiday, because yeah, it's kind of, you can just go there and do some woodworking, do some fishing, and if you just want to chill out and not do much. So I'm gonna say it's okay. I'm not gonna say it's good, because I think it's a bit limited. It'd be nice if there was like a community lot that had some activities in or something. I don't know. I really miss the log rolling. I think that's what I'm basing this on. So I'm just going to say it's okay. Next up, the vampire pack. Now, I use a lot of the vampire items in build. I love the wallpaper. I love that it introduced pipe organs to the game. And I love that in Dream Home Decorator, people like pipe organ an awful lot, which is kind of ridiculous, but I also love it. And I haven't really played with vampires at all, which is silly. I've had this pack for years now, and yeah, I haven't done anything with the gameplay. One of my best friends does plays with vampires a lot. It's pretty much all he does. And he has so much fun with it, creating like evil vampires and stuff like that. I think it's a solidly good pack. I look forward to playing with vampires in the future. They just haven't been a priority, but in the meantime, I love some of the items. I love the wallpaper and I love the pipe organ. So we'll leave it there. Next up, Parenthood. So I'm not really sure what the point of it is. I guess people that play with kids and families and stuff all the time, they probably know. But that's not me. I have noticed since I got this pack that people, like when your child does something, you have like extra options, like to make like the kind of influence whether they turn into a good person or, you know, an annoying person or whatever. It's got all these kitchen items. So this is why I chose this picture to represent this pack, because the oven I use all the time. I think that it goes really nicely with like island living kitchens, like quite a few different kitchens. I really like the oven. And then also use the dishwasher. The fridge less so, because it's got this slatted wooden border. So unless you're going to use the kitchen items or some kitchen items that will go with a particular swatch, you may find it frustrating that it doesn't kind of go. But I mean, yeah, so this one, for me, it's a kind of wasted on me. So I'm going to put it in the meh thing, because pretty much it's just there for the cooker for me. That's all it does. So Jungle Adventure. You know what? Jungle Adventure is great. There are so many build and buy items that just look so cool, so different. It pairs really well with Island Living as well. This is like the communal area where you can do stuff there. I just really enjoy holidays here, just like hanging out at, like around this bit, speaking to locals, learning stuff from them. Look how cool this is. Like, you get to explore all of this, and they've made it so it's different every time you go. Here's a bridge you can walk along, and then it's like you go in and it's like Tomb Raider thing with all these different traps, and yeah, it's really cool. Like, I know it's like a destination world, so it's just a thing on its own, but it brings so many build and buy items to the game. It's really good. I really would not like to not have it, so I'm going to say I love it. Yeah, I really love it. So next up, Strangerville, which I think this one probably is controversial, because just from people I've spoken to, like, I don't like Strangerville because I don't want to do the whole storyline and stuff. And because I've now played all of my Let's Plays and everything's all in one save so that they can all talk to each other and all the rest of it, yeah, I don't have that problem anymore. So my sim self did the Strangerville storyline, defeated the mother, and now I'm free to just hang out. And I really love the world. The views from the overlook are really cool. Some of the characters are really cool and weird. I love a lot of the items. Like this armadillo is gorgeous. I love him. This like jukebox thingy, this car front on the wall, like there are just some really nice little things. I really love it. And I also really love the windows. I love the windows and the doors and the like all of the railings and stuff and columns and things. You can make some really beautiful kind of Victorian style houses with those, and with the stained glass windows and everything that come with them. So I'm going to say that I need it, because I really need that world in my life. I really enjoy playing in that world, and now that I've defeated the mother, I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. And I think I'm probably just going to replace all of the really badly done lots eventually. I'm just going to go through all of them and give them new houses and stuff in my own style, because I just really like the world. Yeah, I really need that in my life. It's really cool. So Realm of Magic, this is like the best bit of it. It is beautiful. And I know it's only a game pack and not a full expansion, But if they had made this like the central hub, and if you maybe lived amongst this, like if you had like a central thing and then you had residential lots all around, it would have made it a much nicer experience. I think the it's not great, the world that you live in, and it's rubbish that you don't get nice outfits either. I do enjoy playing Spellcaster, and I think it's nicely done with the way that the kind of talent tree, as it were, works as spellbook and everything. I think it's a good pack. It's good. Yeah, I like it. So, Batu. I bought it because actually some of the items are really good if you're building like dystopian things or an underground bunker. I'm going to link the video in the description for that, because I did build an underground bunker and I used a lot of the items from this. This looks really nice. I've never been here. So that's quite a cool hairstyle. There's some good hairs in here. There's all sorts of stuff, I guess, if you like playing that kind of thing. But look at how much build and buy items. There's loads in here. There's really nice tiles. There's like just really nice stuff for normal builds. Like look at those, not hexagonal. Yeah, they are hexagonal. I'll have to count. They're like the ones you get in Barcelona that like Gaudi designed for like on their pavements and stuff. Like some of the things in here, and like the little statues and they just look really cute. They're really nice. Like, so some of the items are genuinely really nice. So yeah, and don't you think that bin, I think it looks a bit like a plastic water butt, so I use it on my farm in Cottage Living as well. I think that goes really nicely. So anyway, I like this for the build and buy. I think it's kind of worth it for the build and buy in some ways. I probably shouldn't have bought a whole game pack just for building stuff, but I really enjoy using it. So I was going to say that it's good, because I think in terms of its stuff, but then you have to think the gameplay, I don't know if I'll ever play that. I'm massively not a Star Wars fan, and like the first time I tried watching the first film that came out like in the 70s, whenever. The first time I tried watching that, I fell asleep. The second time I was just kind of bored. It looked like, we're not going to go on about that. Like, it's a whole nother conversation. But I'm going to knock it down a peg and say it's just okay because of that whole franchise, and it's still a bit meh. Maybe I should put it in meh. Maybe I should. Yeah, because it's expensive for buying the items. At least with these, I get to do other stuff as well, or they were cheap. But yeah, I don't get to do anything with that. Yes, it's going in meh. Okay, so now we have the get to work one. This looks so nice in this picture. In reality, it's just kind of a sparse wasteland. It's got three like proper things there, and then an empty lot, which is where I put my industrial loft building that I built. I mean, that's all right, and I can't remember if it comes with, oh yeah, you get aliens, which is good for some people. You get the planet Sixum, which is pretty much just one lot where you may or may not bump into some aliens. You get the bunny slippers with this pack, which pretty much every single sim I have wears bunny slippers. You get the bead necklaces as well, which, yeah, that's quite important to me. The build and buy stuff, it's kind of just functional things. They're not you would mainly just use them in commercial lots, which is what they're designed for. But the ability to have a retail store and these jobs that are like active jobs, I haven't actually done them, which is pretty naughty. But I think that's like a really cool thing that you could do. Like, you could really get into that, and that's got like whole extra gameplay things that I don't really know about. So that's okay. I could probably live without it personally, but I think it's okay. I think it's good that it's in the game. I have opened a shop in my game to sell fancy dress outfits and stolen goods. So, I mean, it's not like I haven't used it. So yeah, it's okay. The get together pack. So, I mean, a lot of people, I think, say Windenburg is like the best world. I agree to an extent. There's a lot there. You do get a lot in that expansion, but it is a full-on expansion. And excuse my notifications coming up there. And yeah, like, it's cool that you can have these like get-togethers and stuff, but I mean, yeah, like here's a kid one, like at the groups, and I don't know. I just don't find that I really, like, I do visit. This is quite a good place to go on dates because there's usually like a DJ outside and there's stuff going on. And if you need to emergently get married, you can run down here and there's a cool wedding arch and stuff. Like, I mean, it's good for that. I don't think it's a fully fledged expansion in my opinion. I think the aliens don't really look like aliens. They don't. The aliens in Sims 2 were lovely, and these aren't that. I think it's just okay, you know. I'm not going to say that it's good for what it is. I think if it cost half the price, maybe, which is probably what I paid for it in the sale anyway. But I mean, I just the whole club system, it's kind of lame. I don't use that. I just don't think it's worth it. So cats and dogs. So you can see over in the distance my favorite little crab there. Okay, so you get to have cats and dogs, which is brilliant. Look how beautiful Brindleton Bay is. I'm from a harbour town originally, and so it just kind of makes me feel a bit warm and fuzzy. What are the other? Oh, and you get vets now. Like, to be honest, every time I see cats or dogs in the game when I'm playing, I'm just like, it makes everything better. It makes everything nicer. I love having cats and dogs in the game, even though I don't play with them that much. I love that you can make your house a cat or dog hangout or both and just have them rolling around. But then on top of that, there's so much in the build and buy, so much. Some really cool things, and I really like the colour swatches. They have a lot of like minty coloured wood and things like that. Those lovely like knitted kind of, or woven rugs, I don't know what they are, but they're really nice. There's some really nice things, and I just think like sometimes you do a build and someone's like, oh, that's cool, what pack's that from? And it'll be cats and dogs. Like, it's unexpectedly good for build and buy. And then I just really like the world. I just think it's really nice. And like, who doesn't want a dog with a shark fin on his back? I mean, it's brilliant really, isn't it? Like, yeah. I'm gonna say that I love it, even though I don't play with it a huge deal, because yeah, like it's just all the stuff in it's really cool. I'm not going to go into it more than that because it just is. Right, seasons. Now this one I think may also be controversial. I haven't watched other people's videos other than like one about seasons, but I think a lot of people say that it's like their favourite pack or whatever. So there are a number of reasons why I don't like seasons and consider, like, I don't know, removing it. I really like that kid's welly boots. That's it. So things I don't like. I don't like it when it rains. I don't like it when you get struck by lightning. I don't like it when my Sims are too hot or too cold. I don't like when calendar events interrupt my gameplay and what I want to do. So like, I'm going out to fight the mother and it's Christmas Day and you're like, oh, for goodness sake, I need to save the world. Do I really have to make small talk with Father Christmas right now? It's too much. Like, and then your sim gets really sad when they don't participate, and there's just really stupid. I know you can change it all and like delete events and add custom ones and things like that, and that might be excellent for a lot of people, and I may look into that and see if there's just some weird things that I can get people to do, but it annoys me. It annoys me, the weather. I don't want weather in my game. It annoys me that when you are trying to garden things, certain things are in certain seasons. Gardening is already annoying enough. I don't want to make it worse. And seasons does. And I don't want to see puddles. Like, I have to see enough mud and puddles and rain in real life. And I hate it when there's a storm and everyone just runs around screaming and they're like, it's like, yeah, I don't have any time for seasons. I can live without it. Okay, so we're on to Get Famous. Judith Ward. I really don't like her. So I've already said that I'm going to link to my Every Lot challenge video series, which feature the paranormal pack in that. It's a haunted house. I actually used Judith Ward's house for that. So it's got all of this kind of decor in it, all this over-the-top gold stuff, and it's also got Judith Ward in there, which I gave a makeover. And I don't want to be a plot spoiler or anything if you want to watch that series, but I mean, things don't end well for Judith, and I'm glad. So there's nothing really that I like about this pack. So the world, I haven't played much in the world for Get Famous, whatever it's called, Del Sol Valley. I haven't played in it much, and I thought it'd be quite cool. It's just not. Like, I did play Judith Ward very briefly just to see, about going to acting gigs and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it kind of bores me, I think. I'm not sure what the point of it is, so I'm going to say I can live without that. So next up then, we have got Island Living. Look how beautiful it is. It makes me happy just looking at it. I love being in Solani. I love it when my Sims go there. I love that they can go on holiday there now. I also love living there. I even don't mind having children when I'm there because they can build sand castles, keep themselves entertained. They can go swimming, probably. I don't know. Grown-ups can go swimming. I don't have kids very often. But there are so many cool things, and it just looks so beautiful. You can have dolphins, and I'm not a fan of dolphins, but I still like that you can have them. Like, that's cool. And you can be a mermaid, and there's bright, colourful things, and it looks gorgeous. And I recently did an Island Living style kids room for Dream Home Decorator, and I loved doing that. I loved Nalani there. She's a cool sim. I just really, really love it. I love everything about it. I love doing the aspiration. I could do it over and over a million times. I love that your Sims can get tan lines and get burnt and stuff. There's Nalani again. That's that other mermaid guy that I can't remember what his name is. I love the lots there. It's just lovely. It would be really nice if they did a pack refresh and we got a few more extra details and maybe a talent tree for mermaids. It'd be really nice if mermaids did more stuff. But as it stands, I don't want to ever live without it. It's just so beautiful. I just love it. I love it. So, Discover University. The main point of Discover University to me, I think, is that you have robots. So, you have robots. You have the robotics skill. You also have a few careers in there, like teacher. I think lawyer came with that as well, like the legal career. Which is cool. I don't enjoy sending Sims to university because I find it quite like a job. Like, there's just things that you have to make them do all the time, and I feel like the Sims aren't having much fun and you're not having much fun, and yeah, it's a bit of a shame really. But I do really appreciate the extra careers it brings to the game and the robots and stuff like that. So it is a good pack overall. I am going to be playing more with university soon, so I might discover things that I like more about it. I'm going to say it's good because you have got a lot of gameplay there. I just don't massively enjoy it myself, but I do like a lot of the build items. I like a lot of the outfits with it, and I appreciate the careers and robots as well. So, eco lifestyle. I mean, I didn't expect to like it that much because I'm rubbish in real life at recycling and stuff, but I love how many things you can do. There's just so much. She's there on the candle making thing. You've got that drinks fizzer in the background. You can do all this crafty stuff. You can make your environment better. So I love all the eco things. I love that you can have bees and it's just like, look, that's like showing what happens when you've got pollution compared to like when it's all nice. Like you can hardly see the mountains through the smog there. I just think it's nice. And also I kind of like, I know this is going to sound really weird, but I kind of like for people playing the game that aren't that aware of environmental impacts, I quite like that they could learn from it, which is probably a complete sado kind of thing to say, but I like that as a, you know, maybe it's like making recycling cool or something. I don't know. There are some cool hairdos that came with it. And I do like quite a lot of the outfits. There's a lot here, really. And the build and buy mode stuff is gorgeous. Like, look at how nice those toddler beds are, that fireplace. There is so much in this. I forgot that those plant thingies came with this. I love that dinosaur. That plant's really nice. There's just, and those plants, and the like the normalist curtains in the game as well. The coffee tables, nice. There's just a lot. There's a lot in here. That's a really good wall. That's not the wall thing, but that's like the floor actually is very good. The floorboards and those ones as well. There's nice items there. Like I like dumpster diving. Oh, that's the wall there. It comes in different colours and stuff. It's just and those walls as well. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff like that. That's nice wall art to put in a bathroom and stuff. I usually scale it down. Anyway, there's a lot in this pack. There's a load of stuff gameplay. The world that you live in is really nice, and it's just got everything really. I think it's a solidly brilliant pack, and I wouldn't want to be without it. And I haven't even explored all of it. I just think it's really cool. I really like it. So next one, we've just got 3 left. A Snowy Escape. So I do really like Snowy Escape. I haven't played all of the things. I started working through the aspiration, but I'm a bit weird sometimes in that when I'm playing any kind of games where there's a lot of snow and stuff, I kind of get really cold, which is probably like why I like playing in Strangerville or in Solani. It keeps me warm, and like in what's it called, Salvadorado, is that what it's called? Anyway, I like playing in the warm places, and I kind of don't appreciate being in the chilly places. There are some cool hairs here. I love that hair. Like, I mean, that's my hair colour, exactly spot on. I have roots, I have pale minty bits and darker bits where I bleached it differently. So it's kind of nice to have a sim who's got my hair. Like, I don't have that hairstyle, but I mean, how cool is that? Like, my messed up hair with my massive roots. So I like that. There's a lot of things I like in here. I like the onsens and stuff. There are so many activities. There is so much you can do. Like for sportier people, there's like snowboarding. I love all of like the Japanese stuff. I love all of the architecture and things. Like I made a little kind of Snowy Escape style holiday home recently as a build. It's just... there's so much in it. There's so much. Like the outfits, I like the jumpers, I like those snow boots. Like there's so much. There's so much. Look at all of this stuff. All of the stuff. I think it's brilliant, really. It's brilliant. And I also like, what's he called? Yamakan or something? I don't know what he's called. Is he here? Hey, Yamakan, if that's your name. I don't know if that's his name. Oh, him. This guy here, you can just see his tummy, you can't see his lovely face, because I suppose that's just the outfit of him. But yeah, the mascot guy, he's gorgeous. I love him. So, right, Snowy Escape, where are we going to put it? I'm going to say I love it. I don't need it. I really appreciate being able to go to an onsen and all the other bits and pieces. Yeah, it's not necessary, but I think that's probably because of the snowiness. I think maybe if it was full of blossom trees all the time and no snow and things, maybe I would need it. Like, but I don't quite yet. So, Cottage Living. Oh, look how nice even the little things on the thatched roof are. And the cows and the llamas and the chickens and the ducks on the pond. Like the way that we got ponds and everything with, you know, when this expansion came out, look how cute everything is. Look how beautiful it is. It's such a joy, honestly, playing in the world that came with this pack. I love it. I love the town. I love the way that it works and you can walk around in the town. I love so much about it. I also love that these oversized crops, they're immune to season's evil powers. They don't care what season it is. You can grow them all the time. Even if you have an ugly child trying to do them, you can join in and all garden and stuff together. There are massive aubergines. Like, it's brilliant. And you can knit jumpers with cows on, probably. I don't know if that's related, but I mean, I like that that's there. Maybe that's just a jumper you get with it. But you can hug rabbits. You can definitely hug bunnies, and you can give them gifts, and they can give you gifts. And foxes have weird expressions. I get so much enjoyment from being around all of it. Oh, and I even forgot, like, all of the kitchen stuff and the wallpaper. There's so much to love. The windows and the doors, the different wall surfaces, the different stone stuff that you can get, and the cross stitching. I haven't even done much cross stitching yet. It's a whole new world that I still need to explore. I just love it. I'm still working through my Let's Play with Cottage Living. I don't know if that will ever end. I just want a big family. Like, even though I hate kids, I just want to have the whole experience. It makes me want to just enjoy everything about the game. Like, how amazing that it can do that. Like, it's so well done, I think. I just think absolutely banging. Right, now the final one is City Living. Last but not least, I honestly think that if I could only have one pack of any sort in the game, just one and nothing else, it would be this one. Because you have all these festivals, and unlike the events in seasons, they don't annoy you and stuff. They just pop up and say, yeah, this festival's going on. Do you want to go there? And you could be like, nah, don't want to go there. I don't want to go to GeekCon again. But some of them, like, you could, wow, I'll just go back on that one. Look how beautiful it is. All the bright colours, all of the, like, splashes of colour everywhere, all the different foods that you get now. As a museum, you got karaoke, like Penny Pizzazz is in a lot of these pictures. But like, let me show you, look, all of these outfits, and you get like Indian style stuff, and you've got just loads of different bright colours and combinations of things. Really just nice and different stuff, like that jumpsuit thing, play suit's really nice. I used that on my lovely new sim the other day. That top, so much of it's really lovely. And you can have llama outfits. And then the build and buy stuff, also really, really nice, a lot of it. Like, just like, how gorgeous is that carved chair? Like, I quite often use that with chess tables. You've got like you've got gaming consoles, you've got just stuff. These pictures I use a lot. I really like these pictures. I use them all the time. You also have rundown versions of like the cheapest cooker, fridge and kitchen units in the game, so it's really good when you're starting out with a poor sim. You've got like dirty walls and things like that, so you can really like immerse yourself in that kind of thing. All of the food stalls and everything, and then there are different items that you can unlock by buying them from the flea market. You've got a 4-poster bed with like sheer curtains and like just so much stuff. And then I also really like I love the houses that you can live in, like the different apartments, and that old salt house thing as well, whatever I think it's what it's called. That's also really lovely. Like, I've just noticed this jumper, like I've not even noticed it before. There's so much in here and I've played it so much, but there's still stuff that I'm discovering in there that I haven't had before. There are tattoos that weren't in the game before. It's just, I don't know, just really cool. I'm not very good at articulating myself, but I love that you can live in the apartments and everything there. There's such a wide variety of them. And I also really love the careers, like food critic and things like that. And then the work from home tasks that you have to do, like going and eating some street food and like reviewing it, or doing some graffiti and stuff, some street art. could play in that pack all day, and probably just do like a whole legacy challenge in there or something like that. I don't know. I'm really pleased actually with my need it list and my love it list. Yeah, I think I've done it right. I think. I probably went on too long about city living without using any real words and just going, I love it. Anyway, so I'm going to end this video now. Here you can see my my ranking of everything. I will link everything that I said that I would in the description, so you can look at other videos or bits and pieces and stuff like that. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to review all of the worlds. That'd be a much shorter video. Or anything else, basically. I really like doing reviews and stuff, so yeah, let me know. So if you like this video, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. It helps me out. And more importantly than anything else, please be excellent to each other. Bye bye.